Competition never match me, we ain't go together. Like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe, never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. The beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Chicago Bears. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Go! 180! Red, go! I want to work! Let's go!
On the ground with a rookie from Iowa State, David Montgomery. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the 25-yard line.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Bravo!
Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone can go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10.
Watch the edge. Back. Here we go, folks.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And an alley to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. Now Gurley, a nice little juke. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. Touchdown, LA! Todd Gurley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves?
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Come on, 180. Let's go tight end. Let's go right here now. Alert.
Now on 2nd and 13. Trubisky. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
And first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, That's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number one in their conference.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Here we go. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up. Check out.
From the red zone now, Goff. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. On the toss, it's Gurley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's got Swaim here as tight end outright. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And Zuerlein's kick is good. Zuerlein, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Trubisky, and the Rams got him. They bring him down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now it's Trubisky. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
120. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. 5.
After the interception, here's Goff. It's caught left side by Cooks. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 17-0 our score after 1. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Rams' 18-yard line.
180! Alert, 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 alert! Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Red, top.
On 2nd down now, it's Cohen. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Let's stop! Let's stop!
He was brought down by a deep lead. A 3-yard gain on the play.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
Red, top. He's coming, double up.
Now it's Trubisky. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talked to.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, fighting his way into the backfield.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Goff. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 44, Goff. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Goff. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
18.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Fielded at about the 28. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over.
20. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 11. 58 for Mike, 58.
Now Goff on 1st down. Open is Swaim, the tight end. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A good pick up there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Trubisky to throw. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Open man is Trey Burton. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Trubisky. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
On 1st down, it's gone. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On 1st down, gone. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Goff now looking to throw. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go! The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception. And
Brandon Cooks, touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Zerline good with a PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
All day, every day.
They pitch it out to Montgomery. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down.
50's the mic. 50's the
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
50 goes to the line 20.
Again they run with Gurley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Out of the gun. Goff. Going up top for Kupp. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away.
The Bears take
Get
over
ready,
first
get ready,
and 10
get ready.
at their own 15-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And some room to roam now. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Up, 180. 58, the mark. Ran, up.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
in, lock in.
Chicago.
Watch the run, watch the run. Check, crouch, crouch.
First down, a run with Cohen. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Watch the screen.
And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Hey, 18. Hey, Alpha. Undercrush.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 41. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. Another carry now for Gurley. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him. That full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
At the 6-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. 2nd down, it's Henderson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
50. 180. Here we go, D.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
What? 180. 58 to Mike. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hey.
On 3rd and short to give it to tight end. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
20. Like 58, right there. It's a party now. It's a party now.
They'll look to run with Henderson, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Darrell Henderson, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Pass from Trubisky taken in by Gabriel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Trubisky now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Dante Fowler in on the stop. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down.
Watch the screen. Go. Check.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions. Because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Goff going to give this one to Henderson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. But it's going to be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Trubisky will throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by John Johnson. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Running with Montgomery from the pistol. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taking it about the 16. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the